why most people have an average physique on the animal-based diet. I fell short of this when I first started lifting. I was over 15% body fat, depressed, had acne, and I looked pretty fat. So we're gonna dive straight into the video, and I'm going to be helping you out just to take some small steps so you can build your dream physique. Now I have the best physique I've ever had in my life. Under 12% body fat, shredded, jacked. So we're gonna dive straight into it, and all glory goes to God. Remember, we're eating God's creation to build our physique, and we're building our physique for the temple of God. Remember, the Holy Spirit lives inside of you. So if you're not taking care of your body, of course, you're gonna feel disconnected with God. So after this video, you're gonna know exactly what you need to do to build your dream physique. So all praise to the Most High. Let's dive straight into it. So diving into it, this is me on the left. My physique was absolutely terrible. Over 15% body fat, acne. I felt terrible about my life. It's because I was not taking the right steps and I was not eating correctly. Me on the right side, I'm eating correctly. I'm taking the action. I'm doing what is hard. That's why I'm shredded. That's why I track my dream life. It's because I actually care about my diet and I care about who I'm becoming. Remember, your reality is a reflection of who you are. If you don't take care of your body, you don't take care of yourself, nobody else is going to care about you. Okay, so remember, lock in on your mind, your body, your soul, eat correctly, and trust me, everything's going to come your way. We're going to dive straight into it. Come on. Okay, the biggest mistake, you're eating animal based, but you still don't look elite. You don't need more fruit, you don't need more carbs, because you're still going to look average if you're not changing this one mistake that you're making, because it's not diet alone. It's because you're doing one thing incorrect. Okay, so if you're eating your meat, your fruit, your potatoes, your white rice, and you're following an animal based diet, we need to make some small changes. Small changes look like having structure, having a plan. If you don't have a plan, your physique is going to look terrible. Me on the right, I had no plan. I would eat whatever I wanted to eat. I wouldn't track anything. So I wondered why I would look myself in the mirror and I would have over 15% body fat. I would be depressed. I would have my acne, but I would feel good because I eat 100% clean. But guess what? I was not doing anything with intentions. I was not doing anything with purpose. Even though I knew I had more potential inside me, I'll let that potential go through my lack of discipline, through my lack of wanting it that bad. If you want it that bad, you're going to make some changes and you're going to start tracking your macros on MyFitnessPal. Okay? You already know how it is. Okay. If you want to build muscle, you got to be in a slight surplus. Okay? And if you want to lose fat, you got to be in a deficit. You know these small little things, but it comes with the mindset behind these small little actions. The reason why I track everything now is because it's for my social media, my business, for my future family. If you don't have something to look forward to, you're never going to grind. You're never going to stay consistent with the outcome that you're portraying through your actions. Your actions are a reflection of your identity. If you don't take care of your identity or your mindset, you're going to look the same. I don't care how clean you eat, because an animal-based diet is powerful. But guess what? Your identity is more powerful. So if you're the man that eats the animal-based diet and you do everything correctly, you're going to become unstoppable. Or you can be like me and be average with an average physique and cope with your physique and not actually make some actual changes. I am a grown man. You are too, and we have to keep it 100% with ourselves, okay? I hold my clients to the highest standards. That's why I get the best results, because I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to fiddle around and hold your hand. I'm here to tell you the truth on you need to be tracking everything to the gram, to the T. And if you don't want it that bad, then don't complain to me about your average physique. I would tell this guy right here on the right, yo, your physique is average. Look at you. You're not tracking nothing. Yeah, you eat clean. Yeah, you work out hard. But guess what? My physique is better than yours because I actually care about my physique and I want it that bad. If you don't want it that bad, you're never going to get what you want. Okay, so turn on that mindset of I want it that bad. I don't care what is in front of me. I'm going to go get it. Let's dive in. Come on. Boom. Food doesn't just build muscle. You have to be training intensely. Remember, your performance is just a precursor of the food that you're putting in your body. If you time your carbs right, if you eat them before you train, you're going to have a crazy pump. But remember, the pump, the dedication is what builds your dream physique. Most people just rely on food. And that's what I used to do. I used to overeat on food, but I used to train in my room and I wonder why my physique looked absolutely average. I wonder why I was not getting stronger. I wonder why I was not packing on more size. It's because I was doing the small little actions wrong and I did not care enough about my physique. I did not care enough about the man that I was becoming. Okay, so I'd look myself in the mirror and I would have doubt. I would have fear about the man that I was supposed to become, but I was not taking the steps in action to actually portray the man that I wanted to become. So right now, you can change everything if you change your mindset on how you see training. I see training as a pillar to life, to sharpen the body, to sharpen the mind, to crucify the flesh for God. I'm in the gym to go 100%. I'm in the gym to almost take my life. Okay, I don't want this video to get taken down, but I'm going to keep it 100%. I don't like to talk to anybody in the gym. I like to keep my head down and I like to destroy the flesh every single time I step foot in the gym. So every single time I time my carbs correctly, it just shows honor to myself. It shows honor to the body. It shows honor to God that I actually care about the dedication and grind that I'm doing every single day. If you don't become obsessed with the grind, you're never going to want to show up each and every day and you're gonna want to lack. Okay, so you got to be progressive overloading, training close to failure, and if you stop training comfortably, you're actually going to see some crazy growth because an animal-based diet is going to give you the most energy in the world, but you have to earn the physique through your training. Progressive overload. Okay, what does that look like? It looks like you adding weight every single week or adding more reps. Training to failure. What does that look like? You can either do it your last set where you go to failure, or you can go to failure every single set. It's up to you and what works best for your training regimen. Each and every one of my clients are different. Some of them train to failure every set. Some of them don't. But usually I have them train to failure on their last set, okay? Because it's going to help them build that mind-muscle connection. It's going to help you build through your limitations in your head. Remember, your potential is limitless. If you actually care about yourself, you care about your goals, you're going to dive into it, whether you like it or not. You're not going to care how you feel. You're going to want to get after it. You're going to want to go hard anyways, okay? I don't feel good on a cut right now. I'm starving. I feel low energy. I don't care. I need to get in the gym. I need to tear it up. I need to let the dog out. I need to crucify the flesh. I need to stop hearing myself talk. The voice in your head is deceitful. Your heart is deceitful. Okay, so don't listen to your heart. Don't listen to your flesh. Listen to God and hear his voice and follow your purpose and get in the gym and crucify the flesh. Come on. After that, the animal-based diet is good if you do it correctly. It's not just about meat. It's not just about random fruit or carbs in your mouth. It's about doing it correctly. 1 gram per pound of body weight in protein, okay? If I'm a 200-pound male, I need to be getting 200 grams of protein every single day. How much fat should I be getting? Well, you should be getting around 50 to 100 grams of fat, okay? To keep your hormones stable. After that, usually fill in everything else with carbs. So time your carbs around your workout. Eat your carbs before you pump to have a crazy pump, okay? We need to be eating whole foods and doing everything correctly for the best results. It's that simple. Me on the right, I was traveling around the world. Guess what? I was still getting my protein. I was still tracking everything. I was still getting 10K steps. You wonder why my physique still looks absolutely fire. And it still looks better than yours, even though I'm traveling. When most people travel, they don't track nothing. They overeat. They don't train. That's what I did in the past, and I felt miserable. Now I train every single time I travel. Now I look like an absolute Greek god. Okay? So that's what we got to do. We got to stay focused on the man that we want to become. We got to lock in because we want it that bad. If you don't want it that bad, God's not going to give it to you. Okay? Boom. Recovery. Recovery is key. Rule number one is get your sleep, 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. Sleep is what's going to help you grow and it's going to get your hormones on point. 7 to 8 hours every single night, okay? And make sure your sleep routine is good. Where you're laying down, it's pitch black, and you sleep, okay? No phone in your bed, no TV before you go to bed. Just relax and go to bed, okay? And other things that are going to help you recover is sunlight, low stress environments, and not overtraining. When I used to train 7 times a week, I was not getting stronger. I was sore all the time, okay? Now I train 6 times and I do cardio like 4 times a week. And then I have a rest day where I don't do nothing. I don't do jack. But in the meantime, during the week, I'm stretching, I'm eating, and I'm sleeping, okay? So follow those steps and your physique is going to come in handy. Okay, anybody watching this video, if you don't like your physique right now, it's because you're doing something wrong. If you're doing something wrong, trust me, if you take those small steps, if you actually apply them every single day, you can have your dream physique. You can look yourself in the mirror and actually respect who you are. The respect starts with your physique. It starts with the dedication you have to get closer to God. God calls you to watch what you put in your mouth. God calls you to be like him. You think Christ was being lazy? No. He was waking up early. He was going to his Father. He was crucifying his flesh. He was doing what he was meant to be doing. So you're seeing this video for a God-given purpose. If God shows you this video, he wants you to eat holy. He wants you to train righteously. He wants you to be a warrior of God. He wants you to put on the full armor of God so you can walk through the shadow of death with God right next to you. He is here with you every single day. So every single time you're afraid of hitting the gym, this was me yesterday before doing the stair climb. I did not want to do it, but I turned to God. I listened to my Christian rap and I went in and I locked in and I got it done. Same with this video. I didn't feel like doing it. I recorded a clip before. It was terrible. So I said, nah, I need to redo it for God. I need to do it the righteous way. I need to pour my heart into it instead of not actually trying. I grew up not trying because I've always been naturally talented. I've always naturally won. So now I need to put in some dedication to actually try and win for God because my strength, my mind, my body is deceitful. But if I connect to Christ and I do it through him, everything else is going to come. So if you chase your dream body through Christ, it's going to come and you're going to feel fulfilled every single day with the word of God and with your God-given purpose. God has gave you this potential for a reason. If you fulfill it, your life is going to be amazing. If you don't, you're going to hate your life. So remember, put God first. Let's keep striving for greatness. And Jesus is king. If you want to build your dream physique, eating meat, and actually have that vision and purpose for your highest self, and actually give respect for yourself and from people around you because you have respect from yourself. Because remember, your internal work is a reflection of your external work in your reality. So remember, let's lock in. Let's get to it. You have a blessed rest of your day. I will catch you later. If you liked the video, like, sub. We're going to keep growing this account every single day. It's all peace and love from here. Bow.